You guys, so it is about 3:48 a.m. right now. I just tend to stay awake like really long time, but yeah, so I decided I'd finally, after procrastinating all Saturday, to get on with my second vinyl review that is a little bit late. I basically a few days ago, or a few days after I made my first video, I went to a record fair in Gainesville, and it was in a venue, and it was pretty big. It wasn't huge, but it was a pretty big event that was going on, very crowded, lots of people, and I got quite a few records. Most of them were pretty cheap. They weren't. I spent a lot of money, but I did get a lot of stuff from it because there was just a lot of the stuff that I got was no more than like $30. There was stuff maybe for like $5 or $10, and so I just kind of added a bit more to my collection, and yeah, so I guess I'll just get on with it and show you what I got. So the first thing that I have here is what I believe to be the first Yes album, or the second one. And I have only listened to this maybe like once or twice. I listened to some of it today, and I really do like it. It's not my favorite album of theirs. That would probably be like their, like, either Close to the Edge or Fragile. But yeah, so there's the inner sleeve, or the inside of the gatefold right there. There's the back, you've probably already seen. There's the front, and here's the record inside. It's in pretty good condition. Looks similar to the other Yes albums I have, and this will be a good addition to my collection. Because so far in my old collection is that I have Fragile, I have Closer to the Edge, and I have the other one. I forget what it's called now. I'm spacing out, but it's the one with like the cliff sides on it, the grayish one. So that is that. And this actually is a record that I wasn't expecting to get, but it's really very interesting, and I like the how the sleeve is laid out. I actually found it on Vinyl Rewind, or I heard about it there, so I found two copies at the record place that I went to, and I decided to check it out because the guy gave me a deal for maybe like $5 on it, so I thought I'd get it and try it out. So it is a band called Traffic, I believe. I believe that's their name. And the album name is The Low Spark of the High-Heeled Boys. And I really like the cover, how it kind of looks like a cube. It has that weird optical illusion feel to it. And there's the back. Unfortunately, the thing's a little bit hard to get out. But there's the sleeve. And there's the record inside, which is actually, for a cheap old record, it's in decent condition. It's a little bit scratched, but it's not anything too bad. And I actually gave this record a listen, not obviously the actual record, but I did get to hear it online, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. These two albums aren't too similar, but it did remind me a bit of King Gizzard's Paper Mache Dream Balloon. It had a lot of those type of instrumentals in it, so I definitely enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll be able to listen to it again on vinyl. Maybe the sound quality will be better, I don't know, but this is pretty old, so we'll just have to see about that. And then what I got, and I think I have, this would be the second Queen album in my collection, News of the World, and this is the one that has We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions on it, and I listened to some of the other ones too. And yeah, this one I haven't listened to too much either, but I do like a lot of the songs on here. They're definitely like more simplistic than the ones on Queen 2 and like some of the other ones, but I still enjoy them nonetheless. I still think it's a really solid album from Queen. And there's the inner gatefold, or the inner part of the album. There's the back. I've already seen the front. And we just open this up. And yeah, this is also in pretty good condition. This is a don't know if this was like it's not a test pressing, but it has a little notch in it. And I forget what that means, so I'll have to look that up. I think that means it's a promotional copy, but I don't know. It's cool. Regardless. Alright, so I got, another thing that I got was, I haven't listened to this one at all, but I do enjoy the music, is that I got this King Crimson album, Three of a Perfect Pair. And I've listened to some of their music, and I have enjoyed it, as I said before, but since it's not, like, online, it's really hard to get their stuff. So I think my brother has one or two of their albums, potentially, but I haven't been able to really get too many of them. Because a lot of the older ones, obviously, are pretty pricey, too. Because they're just, I don't know if they're rare, but they're definitely a huge collector's item. So you have to listen to it on a hard copy instead of on just like on computer, obviously. Oh yeah, I should probably show you the inside too. This one isn't in good condition. Is not in good condition, unfortunately. It's kind of scratched up, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But hopefully it will, because I don't know. There might be a groove at the start or something that's gonna have a very nasty crackling sound on it, or it will have difficulty playing. But we'll just have to see about that. So the last two that I got that I'll be going through, I have two more, and I have two CDs that I got at a thrift shop that I just thought I'd show as well. So the second to last one I have, and probably my favorite purchase that I made, was Residence Not Available. And I legitimately love this album, have listened to it multiple times, probably my favorite Residence album out there. And my favorite song from this is probably Ships Are Going Down. Like, whenever I hear that song, it kind of reminds me of, like, those really old, like, creepy cartoons in the 20s, and, like, the voice acting from that. That song reminds me a lot of that. Either that, or, like, Thomas the Tank Engine, for some very strange reason, I'm not entirely sure. One of those two things is what that song reminds me of. And it's just really creepy, but it's, like, also very creative, and I love the aesthetic of it, and of this entire album, too. So this is an original pressing, I think, and it's from Ralph Records, and also in very good condition. And I don't regret buying it, because it was a little bit more pricier than the other ones, but I thought, you know what, it's really nice. I don't see these a whole lot, so I thought I'd get it. And it was a good choice, because I do legitimately love this album, and will definitely give it many listens. And the last vinyl that I have is Cheap Thrills by Big Brother and the Holding Company. I think this is from the original year. There's Janice on the back. You can see that. Just open that up. And then here's what's inside the gatefold. Just the band right there. And let me just take it out. Pretty sure this one was also in good condition. It plays good. The sleeve is a little bit banged up, but I do kind of like that old quality of it. I like it when it's not, I mean, I don't like it when the sleeve's like super like torn and ripped up to no repair, but I do like it when it does look a little bit old. Like, I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind it when it like yellows. I just don't like it when the cover is like really torn, kind of like that in the back, but that's just a minor thing. I don't really mind too much. So yeah, those were all of the vinyls that I had. And the last two things I'm going to show you are two CDs that I got at a thrift shop. And one of them I don't really know what it is, so I'll just have to give it a listen and see exactly what it is. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of some weird thing that I found. So I got two CDs, maybe like $1. And the first one is the lovely Limp Bizkit, Results May Vary. Yeah, I'm not a huge Limp Bizkit fan, but my brother is. And I gave him like a Limp Bizkit vinyl for Christmas last year, and it was like the best Christmas present that he'd ever gotten. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give this to him this year. It's not gonna be like as good as the vinyl, but he really likes Limp Bizkit for some reason, and so does like my younger brother. So yeah, but I mean to be fair, they do have the bangers. I can understand the appeal to some extent, but yeah, whatever. And then the last thing that I have, and I just picked this up because it looks so weird. Just, I don't know, the cover of it just got me interested. It's probably just something like weird, but so I just found the CD. It looks like it has a screen print of like a man on the front, and he's wearing a hat, and he looks old, and it's just kind of a creepy sort of image on there. And it's, if you could feel it, it's not like it's not just the paper. It's actually, they actually maybe made like a stencil and put like directly pasted it on here. And here's just this tiny little CD, nothing on it, and what it says is an Athens tribute to Johnny Cash. And there was apparently, and I didn't see this before, they had 200 of these burned, and this is the 120th copy, I guess. And then there's a little paper inside, which says this on it. Ugh. And this, yeah, I guess it's just a bunch of Johnny Cash covers, is what I'm thinking it is. And maybe some band like played it live or something. I really don't know what this is, but I'm curious to give this a listen just to see what it, exactly what it is. It's probably just like something, just like a bunch of covers and nothing too interesting, but I like getting little mysteries like that sometimes, just to see what's in there. It's always fun to check stuff like that out. So that is all of my stuff, and yeah, so I don't know when I'm gonna do this again, because I just obviously got all of those, but I did order, actually got a copy of the Piper of Gates of Dawn on Discogs, and I haven't gotten that yet. It's been a while, so I don't know if it got lost in shipping or what. And I also got a whole bunch of King Gizzard records because they just repressed a bunch of the early stuff. So I don't know when that's going to come up or not, but I'll have to wait a while. Once all that stuff comes in, I'll do another video with that. And then it'll be the holidays, so I'll be back at my house and I'll be able to show you some more, like the rest of my record collection, because there's actually quite a big chunk of it that is there too. So yeah, hope y'all have a good night, or good morning, because it is currently 4:01 a.m. and I'm just very awake, so I decided I'd make this video. But anyways, yeah, have a good night.